Isaiah chapter 49 verse 1 and 2. Listen, O owls unto me, and hearken ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name.
That's right. So who did the Lord call and know from the bowels of his mother? Right? He's talking about the nation of Israel. When the angel appeared unto Rebecca, right? Oh no, yeah, Rebecca rather. The angel told Rebecca what was going to happen. You're going to have two different nations that's getting ready to come out of your womb, right?
Verse 2, and he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword, and in the shadow of his hand hath he hid me.
Exactly. So there's a couple of key points that was said there. He said he has made our mouths as a sharp sword, and then he said in his hand we have been hid, right?
So Hosea chapter 6 verse 5. Therefore have I showed them by the prophets, and have slain them by the words of my mouth.
Exactly. So the Lord said he has made our words sharp swords in Isaiah 49. We have slayed these people with the words of our mouth. The things that we prophesied when we come out here, this condemnation is slaying these damn people in the spirit. They talking about going into church getting slain in the spirit. When we prophesied against this place and these wicked people, that's really slaying them in the spirit, right? Now go to Hebrews 4 and 12.
Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
So these words that we read in these scriptures are sharper than any two-edged sword. So this is how our words have became like a sword in righteousness when we speak in the words of the Most High. Right?
So Isaiah chapter 51 verse 16. It says, and I have put my words in thy mouth, and have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand.
Exactly. Again, the words have been put in our mouth, right? The words of the Most High have been put in our mouth, and they are our defense. They are our sword, right? But now it's saying that we've been hid in the shadow of his hand.
That I may plant the heavens and lay the foundation of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people.
That's right, which is the kingdom, which is the reestablishment of the kingdom, right?
Zechariah chapter 9, verse 13. It says, when I have bent Judah from me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece.
Matter of fact, hold that. Read that again. Read the second verse of Isaiah 49 before we go to
It's Isaiah chapter 49 verse 2. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword.
That's right.
In the shadows of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver he hath hid me.
Now listen, a polished shaft in his quiver he had hid me. Now when you go into what a quiver is, quiver has to do with what holds them arrows, right? Now go to Zechariah 9 and 13.
Zechariah chapter 9 verse 13. It says, when he had bent Judah for me.
When he had bent Judah, right, read.
Filled the bow with Ephraim.
Filled the bow with Ephraim, read.
And raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece.
Against thy sons, O Greece, which is dealing with the so-called white man, read.
And made thee as the sword of a mighty man.
Now you got to understand, this is talking about future tense. Because wasn't no beef with Greece when the kingdoms was together. This beef with Greece, with the modern day Grecians, this is a modern day thing. But like I was mentioning in Isaiah 49 and 2, dealing with the quiver, that deal with the bow and the arrow. So it's, the Most High tells us in Zechariah 9 and 13 that Judah gonna be the bow, and he gonna fill it with Ephraim. Okay, meaning he gonna rise the black and Hispanic Native American up to take these white people down, man. Okay, that's what we out here to tell y'all about. Right. Now go to John 10. John 10 and 7. Let's deal with the other part of that prophecy we read in Isaiah 49, with us being hid in the hand of the Lord, right? And that's very key. So you got to remember, Yahweh Shai is seated where? At the right hand of the Most High. So sometimes when it's referencing that hand, it's really referencing Yahweh Shai. Right?
This is John chapter 10 verse 7. Then said Yahweh Shai unto them again, verily, verily, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep.
That's right, I am the door of the sheep. So when the Most High tells us we are hid in his hand, when he tells us we are hid in his hand, the hand is Yahweh Shai. He is the door that protects us, gives us that defense. Go ahead.
Keep going. That was 7.
Read the 9.
Verse 8. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them.
The sheep did not hear them. Why? Because we were hid in the hand of the Lord. We were hid by Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai protected and defended us, right? As that door, right? Read.
It says, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved.
That's right. He shall be saved if any man enter therein. That's how we're hid by the hand of the Lord. Read.
It says, and shall go in and out and find pasture.
Shall go in and out and find that pasture, find that protection. Now go back to Isaiah 49.
It's Isaiah chapter 49, verse 3.
Read
and said unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified.
That's right. Thou art my servant. We're the ones who the Lord has known and called Israel, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. We are the Lord's servants. Go ahead.
Then said I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with the Most High.
Surely I have labored in vain, right? Why did he make that statement? Why is he labored in vain? Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction.
This is why you've labored in vain, because you wearied yourself in the way of wickedness and destruction. Your whole life have been consumed with the things that lead to wickedness and destruction. The ways of wickedness and the things that lead to destruction, right? That's why you've labored in vain.
It says, yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
Exactly, and that's why they've labored in vain, right? They labored in vain because all their life is consumed with is total wickedness. Go ahead.
Verse 8, who hath pride profited us? What hath pride profited us?
What hath pride profited us? That's the same thing. We have labored in vain. What is this wicked, prideful, demonic life we've led profited us? It's profited you nothing. All this labor has been for nothing, in vain. It's been void, read.
And that's why what the brother brought out earlier about at hell we are in agreement, you know what I mean, at death. We made a covenant with death, and at hell we are in agreement, man, because with that pride we say, well, you know, I'm a hard-working black man, you know, I don't stand or take no shit, I won't provide for my kids, and, you know, I'm proud of that. You know, I'm proud, I work hard, I'm proud. But you ain't getting shit, man. Like the scriptures say, man, you getting this money, man, and put it in bags with holes.
Yeah,
get it just to lose it, man. You know, but we proud of that, and with that wicked pride, man, it's allowing us to be content with being stepped all over. But in that same pride, you say you know you ain't taking none of that.
Yeah, come. But that's what you're doing. When you go into that, when you punching the clock, you taking that mess, man. Okay? And okay, we ain't telling you don't go punch the clock or nothing like that. What we telling you is you shouldn't be okay with it. That's what we telling you. You shouldn't be content with this bullshit. You shouldn't be in agreement with these damn lies that we are living. And you should be seeking for something better. And what's better is the kingdom.
That's right.
What's better is the kingdom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah promised. Right. Righteous people. Right? Go ahead.
Don't settle for less.
What hath pride profited us? Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? All things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that
all the things of this
that
world
hasted by.
All the things of this world are going to pass by as a shadow, right, Reed?
Verse 10, and as a ship that passes over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the waves.
I did. Security guard knew about those.
Keep going.
Where you at?
10.
Hey, go to 16.
Verse 11, or as when the bird hath flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found. By the light air being beaten with the stroke of her wings, and poured with the violent noise of motion and motion of them, is passed through. And therein afterwards, no signs where she went is to be found.
Exactly, and that's what this world is going to become, man. It's just going to vanish, man. Okay? It's not going to literally vanish, but the ways of this place are going to vanish. It's going to go out of style, and there's going to be a new system, and a new establishment, and a new power, and a new supremacy system set up on earth. Right now, we live in a goddamn Esau supremacy. We live in white supremacy. Well, Israel is going to reign supreme, okay? And that system is going to be established. So all the ways in this system are going to pass away. They're going to fade away. They're going to vanish. Go ahead.
Amen. And also that it says that there's no way for her to be found, man. So when things are turned around, man, things are going to be so on point. You know, it's going to be no window, you know, of opportunity for this wickedness to come back.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's really the thing is nowadays, man. People leave that window open. You know, oh man, well, you know, we all gonna fall short of the glory.
Yeah.
You know, that's you leaving that. That's you leaving that trail of breadcrumbs.
Basically, you have every intention to do something wicked, and you just try. You're leaving the door open so you can go do it.
That's right. Remember what Mike guys say with look, you're fucking my family up, bitch. And he was like, all right, bye. Nigga, you better not say bye. You trying to leave something. You trying to leave up hope. You feel me? And that's what dudes do, man. You know, they try to find some way to really just like, all right, well, you know, maybe I can. How can I get it this way? How can I do it that way?
Loopholes,
you know,
and shit like that. Yeah.
You know, especially when things is clear. Now, some things is, you know, it's like, hey, you gotta establish, you know, your own salvation, man, with fear and trembling. That's where you want to go. I can't say don't, but shit, I recommend not to. Not by commandment, but by what did it say? I speak by. What did Paul say, brother?
Not by commandment, but by not authority.
Not permission, but
yeah,
like
permission.
that.
By permission. But basically, what he's saying is, he's admonishing you. He's giving, he's advising you on. Listen, this is what I would say to do.
Right.
It's not a commandment, but I would just advise you not to do that.
Right. Through the spirit of discernment, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Verse 12, or like as when an arrow is shot at a mark, it parted the air, which immediately come together again,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that no man.
Exactly. That's exactly how this world is going to just vanish, man.
Right.
Okay. See, like you said, the arrow, it'll pass through the air right here, and as soon as it passes through, it's right back together. No, that's good. I like that. Go ahead.
So that no man cannot know where it went through. Even so, we, in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to show.
When you were born, and you already started your process of death, right, Reed?
Right. But we're consumed in our wickedness, in our own wickedness.
Exactly, consumed in the wickedness, and that's what a lot of it. Now, look, this applies to all people. This applies to our people, because our people, from the moment that they come out of the womb, a lot of times are consumed with wickedness as well. Go ahead.
For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away in the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as a smoke that has disappeared here and there with the tempest, and passeth away the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. It says, but the righteous live forevermore, for their reward also with the Lord.
That's right, for our reward with the Lord. So we, Lord willing, we be those men, the elect, are not laboring in vain. By coming out here and making fools of ourselves, we're not laboring in vain. But what Esau, or not even just Esau, what the wicked of our people are doing is laboring in vain with all of their wickedness. Because there's no profit with their wickedness. There's absolutely no profit. There's no reward. There's just death. There's just recompense for living your life in wickedness. So all your labors are in vain because you get no reward for it.
It's almost like, man, the actions of our people are counterproductive. Especially, you know, in these Christian churches, to where they want to be right or they want to do right, but like I said, their actions are counterproductive. You don't want to keep. It's like you go out of your way to, you know, get right, treat people better, do all of this, but you don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So it's like, shit, you might as well have stayed in the way that you was going, you know, and at least had somewhat of fun, what you was considering fun, rather than just turn around and coming back to the other way, you know, and half-assing it, basically. You know, you don't want to half-ass this thing. That's what it, you know, talking about as in laboring in vain.
The game number 2. You're in a religion, and here it's all good, and then it's like you should have just stayed where you was at. You're getting it from the wrong area.
Right. That's what I said. It's counterproductive. You know, you was having fun gangbanging. You might as well have stayed there rather than try to come into the church. You know, and act like you receiving some type of salvation. Verse 16, it says, therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom, a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them.
That's right, again, with that right hand, with that arm, he's going to cover and protect with Yahweh shot. Right? That's the covering, that protection, which we read about. That's why he said he is the door in John the 10th chapter.
So Isaiah chapter 49, verse 5. And now saith the Lord, form me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I. Yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength.
That's right. So the Lord is talking. This is talking about a time where Jacob is not gathered, but we're scattered, right? And he said that he's going to bring Jacob again, showing that Jacob fell away, right? Free.
That's right. Verse 6. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be the servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob, to restore the preserved of Israel.
That's right. Go ahead.
I will also give thee for a light to the Gentile, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
Exactly, the light to the Gentile. Let's see what what that's talking
Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. What you want to start at 10?
Yeah, read 10 or 11.
Verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
It will come to pass in the place where we were told we were not the Lord's people. Read.
There it shall be said unto them,
There it shall be said unto us what?
ye are the sons of the living power.
Exactly. So this is where this whole Gentile thing comes into play. People bug out when they hear this term Gentile. They think it's talking about a non-Israelite. It's not talking about a non-Israelite. It's talking about an Israelite, but it's prophesied that the Israelites will fall away and lose their identity and be told that they weren't like the Israelites. Okay? So what happens is the Lord is calling us back. That's why he's speaking about the gathering of the people and his name being glorified even from... See, matter of fact, go back to that Isaiah 49. Read 5 and 6 again. I want to catch a point. I don't know if it was in 5 or 6. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 49 verse 5. And now saith the Lord, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him.
That's right. No, go ahead.
Through Israel, it's like though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord.
So you shall be glorious though Israel is not gathered together. So our glory was going to start coming to pass before our gathering. All right, meaning we're going to start waking up and having this knowledge. Right? Go ahead.
Oh, my power shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved.
Raise up the tribes of Jacob. So the Lord has established prophets to come out here and to wake up the tribes of Jacob, and that's what we out here doing. Now, is everybody the tribes of Jacob? No. Okay, and if you're not of the tribes of Jacob, the Lord don't give a damn about you.
That's right.
That's what the Bible says. All right, and according to biblical prophecy, the tribes of Jacob are the black, Hispanic, Native American man. So if your patrilineage does not go back to that, sorry about it. Actually, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry, as they say, man. Okay? For all you white people and all you other people, okay? The Lord don't give a damn about you. All right? And that's what the Bible says. Don't get mad at me, get mad at the Lord. Read.
And to restore the preserved of Israel.
And to restore the preserved of Israel. First off, if you could, please address the front. What's the question?
What difference does it make if it's black or white?
I'm going to tell you what difference it makes. Now, if Jesus Christ existed, doesn't it matter that the truth is told about his story?
Well, you don't think the truth is told?
Well, if it's telling
you believe in the Bible?
I'm reading the Bible.
Okay.
Okay, and in the Bible it tells us he don't look nothing like this, that he was black. So what we come out here to do is dispel all lies. So yes, it matters if he was black because he was black.
Yeah, but that's just in the physical. You know, that doesn't really matter, does it?
It does matter.
I mean,
it does matter.
He was black. I'm white. What does that matter?
He was black. His people
we're
was black.
We're still all human beings.
Okay, actually, a white person is not a human being. That's a lie.
What?
What does the term human being mean? Hue means color. Man means man. White people are the only group of people that are not included in the term people of color. Therefore, a white person is not a human being.
Goodbye.
Exactly. See a white woman come up, she see a bunch of young niggas and she thinks she can just trump them real quick with her crack, right? Because white people subconsciously look down on black people, yet at the same time subconsciously fear and are intimidated by black people, okay?
Funny thing is, when we always explain that to people, nobody ever says that's wrong. No, you guys are, no, that's not true. As in, hue does not mean color, man does not mean man. I mean, no one ever says that. Why not?
Because they can't. There's nothing they can say. All they can do is keep it walking, because if they stick up here long enough, their world is going to come crashing down. And then what?
Which would be a beautiful thing.
And then what? Now their world is going to come crashing down. They're going to go commit suicide.
It's funny because people keep saying that, why does it matter? You know, and then the brother explains that he was black, and she's like, yeah, right. So, but what does it even matter? Because this is being put out.
Right.
If this wasn't being put out and it was clear that he was black, you know, or you know, they were putting it out, the accurate depiction, then we would never bring it up. Okay, that's why. Why aren't you? If you know he's black, then why aren't you out here trying to correct someone? Because you accept the fact that he's white. I mean, that he's portrayed to be white because you're white.
That's right.
And I'm offended that he's portrayed to be white when he was black.
So it's a problem that I'm
Thank you.
offended. But if you're offended, it's not
not a problem.
So it's a problem if you're offended, but if I'm offended, it's not a problem. Right?
What did old girl say on on a news report. If I'm offended, then something.
Something.
She said something belligerent to the fact, if you're offended, then I'm sorry. You just have to accept it.
Get over it.
Wow. Yeah, if you're offended, then get over it. It's Revelation chapter 7, verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed.
So you're dealing with the people who the Lord has sealed, right, Ray?
And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Right.
That's who's sealed. The tribes of the children of Israel. That's who's been defended by the hand of the Lord. Right? The children of Israel, not nobody else. So you white people, you Asian people, you Hamitic people, you Arab, all of y'all just shit out of luck, man. Okay, I'm just gonna come straight. Y'all shit out of luck, man. If you're not of the black, Hispanic, and Native American man, the Most High said he ain't sealed you. Okay? You haven't been sealed, right? Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000.
Matter of fact, just skip the 10.
Verse 10. And cry with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne unto the Lamb.
So who received that salvation? The 12 tribes of Israel received that salvation. Nobody else received that salvation, right? People are going to say, well, what about that multitude? That multitude that came out of all nations. Let's talk about that multitude. The scriptures tell us about that multitude, right?
Acts chapter 2, verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men.
Jews, devout men, right, Reed?
Out of every nation under heaven.
Out of every nation under heaven. So you got Jews, devout men, Israelites, devout men, devout to Yahweh, that dwell in every nation under heaven. So it's Israelites. Those are the only people that are going to be saved. You might have an Israelite that looks like a cracker or one of these other races, but they're Israelites pursuant to that pastoral lineage. And that is the only way that you become qualified to receive and obtain salvation.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 21. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone.
I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, read.
And will gather them on every side and bring them to their own land.
That's right, because we are among the heathen right now. We're not in our own land, so we can be gathered on every side and brought to our own land.
Basically going into a Jew, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Because you're going to find us amongst all nations. Amongst all the heathen in the world, man. The Lord is going to gather us because that's where he scattered us. Isaiah 49, verse 7. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel.
The Redeemer of Israel. Again, the Redeemer of Israel. Not the Redeemer of no damn cracker. Not the Redeemer of a Google or any of these other nations. The Redeemer of Israel. The black, Hispanic, and Native American man pursuant to the pastoral lineage. That is who Yahweh is the Redeemer of. Go ahead.
And his Holy One. To him whom man despiseth. To him whom the nation abhorreth. To a servant of rulers. Kings shall see and rise. Princes also shall worship. Because of the Lord that is faithful and the Holy One of Israel, he hath chosen me.
That's right. Meaning he's going to bring the world to his knees. The Lord is going to bring the world to his knees to bow down to his people, the Israelites. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8, Thus saith the Lord, In an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in the day of salvation have I helped thee.
In an acceptable time, meaning an acceptable time after we have dealt with this captivity, he is going to hear us and bring salvation to it. When the time has been acceptable. Or like the scripture say, when the fullness of the Gentiles come in, read.
And I will preserve thee and give thee for a covenant of the people.
Preserve us, right, read?
To establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritage.
To preserve us, what? Cause us to inherit the desolate heritage. What is that inferring? That is inferring that the heritage of Israel will become desolate. That the actual true people who identify with that national identity were no longer going to identify with it. And that heritage was going to become desolate. So the Lord was going to bring the group of people it pertains to back to it. Right? Proving what? Disqualifying them goddamn scum rats that's over there in the land of Israel today. Because the scripture said that the Lord's heritage would be desolate. Y'all been talking about y'all Jews. Alright? It's desolate now because the actual Jews are not identifying themselves as the actual Jews and the rest of the tribe. Right? We calling ourselves African American, West Indian, Mexican, Puerto Rican, all these different things up under the sun except who we are, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. Therefore, our heritage is desolate. But the Lord said He's going to cause us to inherit our desolate heritage, to re-inherit our desolate heritage, to come to knowing who we are, and to declaring who we are, and to it being declared to all the people on the earth.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Exactly. So it was prophesied that the nation of Israel would discontinue from our heritage. Please tell me where in history them damn scumrats said that happened to. They never said it happened. So it said that we were going to discontinue from our heritage. And now we're called by all these different names, which are not our ancient heritage. Read.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
So we will cause to serve our enemies in the land that we didn't know, right? And that's what we did over here in America when we served this damn devil. Okay? We didn't know this land. This devil came and whipped our back in this land and beat our nationality and our heritage out of it. You can't say that happened in Babylon. We knew who the hell we was in Babylon. You couldn't say that didn't happen in Greece. They tried to beat it out of us, but we still had it in Greece. Where it really happened was here in America. North, Central, and South America. That's where we lost who we was. Go ahead.
It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger.
We have kindled a fire in the Most High's anger, meaning we were wicked. We started following the gods of the heathen. So the Lord caused us to go under servitude unto these heathen who we were following after. Read.
Which shall burn forever. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm.
That's right.
And whose heart departed from the Lord.
Exactly, and that's the whole problem with our people. Our people are always trusting in man, making flesh our arm or defense, right? And not trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, keeping the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which is the heritage that we was given from the beginning. We ain't got no business going against that ancient heritage.
And man, people are making flesh their arm, they're being carnal.
That's right. And that's all they understand, and that's when you deal with the God's community. You're dealing with a bunch of dudes who make flesh their arm. All they think about and deal with is carnality all day. They can't understand anything of spiritual depth. All they 28:37. But they can't. All they deal with is something that's carnal. If it's not carnal, they can't comprehend it. It's beyond their comprehension. And that's already prophesied that our people is going to be like that. Carnal is all hell. But go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword.
We shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. Meaning we were going to be called various proverbs and bywords that were not pursuant to our ancient identity. Hence why now today we're called Negroes and Hispanics and all of that. That's not what we were called going back then. That's a proverb and a byword that the goddamn devil white man put on us. Okay? In order to do what? Hide and cover up who we are and our actual identity. That's all it was about. Go ahead.
Among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead us. Meaning the Lord has scattered us throughout the four winds of the earth. Though He's primarily put us here in the Americas, we are scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. And everywhere we are, we've been called everything under the sun outside of who we actually are, which is the Israelites.
So Isaiah chapter 49 verse 9.
What you mean, what the fuck? It's in the Bible. That's right.
What does the word Negro mean?
Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
He said it like it was like nigga or something.
That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like he gotta look like this. And if he ain't white, we're telling you Jesus looks like you. And you're like, no. You have to be a stupid motherfucker, man. What kind of fucking dumbass shit is that, man?
Go ahead.
Ah, that shit just pissed me off.
Yeah.
What? Jesus is a Negro.
As if like Uncle Tom ass nigga.
Isaiah 49 and 9. That thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth. To them that are in darkness, show yourselves.
So the prisoners go forth. Who are the prisoners? The black Hispanic and the prisoners. So it's telling us to go forth, all right? Matter of fact, read that part again.
That thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth.
So the prisoners go forth. We are the ones that are in prison. We are the ones in captivity in this place. Read.
To them that are in darkness, Show yourselves that they shall feed in the way.
That's right, to them that are in darkness. Your average black, Hispanic, Native American man is in utter darkness. They don't have any idea who they are. They have no idea the concept of the identity of the Most High God. They don't know what the hell is going on in the goddamn world. They're in total darkness, right? Go ahead.
And their pasture shall be in all high places.
In all high places, right? Meaning we going to have the dominion over this place when the Lord finally calls us back, right? Read.
Verse 10, they shall not hunger nor thirst.
We shall not hunger nor thirst, man. And that's a spiritual hunger and thirst, which we were already dealing with last week. A spiritual hunger and thirst. Read.
Neither shall the heat nor sun smite them.
Neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. Does that mean that the sun ain't going to be out no more?
No animosity. We just want to know where your mindset is.
Let's change this to something else.
To make us understand where you
My name's Nate, by the way, bro.
No, most definitely, brother. If I could, real quick, my brother. Now listen, we do things decently in order up here. So here's what I'm saying. This brother, he's dealing. We can all speak, but everything has to be filtered the proper way. This is how we run the program.
Filter. Let's do it wholesome.
We do it. Wholesome.
I want to say what I want to say. You want to say what's
Most
I'm
definitely.
with you, by the way. I'm with you.
No,
to
we
be
ain't
real
saying
with
you ain't saying.
My cousin look just like you. My cousin look like you. I'd rather
We all
do
the
it
same.
collectively,
Yeah.
like we doing it like how we posted it. We
No, most
together.
definitely,
on
most
this.
definitely.
Most likely your views I agree with.
Okay, most
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's why I stopped. That's why I came back.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to know what y'all talking about first before I intervene.
Now listen, the whole thing of the initial thing is because this man now, this brother right here now, the way you reacted to the sign, it could be taken a couple of ways. So we didn't know if it was something that was so foreign to you and so outside of the realm of your understanding that you were surprised, or if you just thought it was a joke. We didn't know what.
No, it wasn't a surprise. The only thing I have to conflict with you, brother, is this is the devil.
Yes.
Now, what is the devil to you?
The word devil means deceiver. That's what I go back to in the word life.
And who is the devil to you?
Number one, the white man is the devil. That's number one.
That's right.
That's absolutely. According to the Bible, the white man is the devil.
To the Bible.
Yeah.
Why?
Because listen, number
Why?
one, the word devil means deceiver.
Okay.
Who has went all around the whole planet Earth, raped, robbed, and murdered the planet Earth,
Okay.
and lied to everybody on the planet Earth?
Okay.
The white man.
Okay.
Now listen to this, brother. I got a question to ask you.
Go ahead,
Have you looked so deep into your history
Yes, thank
to realize who the devil really is?
Yes. Thank you.
Listen, I can tell you historically who the devil is. The white man.
Why?
Why?
No.
Listen.
Historically, in your history,
Of course,
you can point the finger at everybody.
Listen, historically,
you can point the finger at everybody.
Historically,
Now,
in my history, the white man is the devil.
No. Your history.
Yeah, in my personal history, the white
Let's
man
not
is
get
the devil.
heated. Let's keep this
How you
collective.
figure that?
How do I not figure? How do I not figure?
Brother, he just explained it.
Listen, first off,
How is the white
Hey, can you stop stepping on my sign, though, bro? Can you back up, son?
I'm gonna respect yours. I'm gonna respect yours. I'm gonna respect yours. Seriously. Because if that was my son, I would say the same fucking shit.
Look at the
Real
history
talk.
of the devil.
I ain't from. I ain't from here. I'm from the Bay.
Right?
We
Look
different.
at women.
But my whole
First
point
of all,
is,
look at
you
women.
can say whatever
Their
you want to say
history.
about the white man, the black
Okay.
man, the yellow
Before
man.
there
I don't give a
was a
fuck
devil,
who the
there
fuck
was
man you
goddess.
talking about. But
There
the whole
was a
point
goddess.
is, you can do this because of the white man.
It's oxymoronic.
You can do this because of the white man. You
The term
free.
goddess is oxymoronic.
You free.
The
You said-
term God
you free.
means power.
You just said we
If
can
you
do this
can't
'cause of the
shoot
white man?
something
Yeah.
Out of you
You know
and
why I
put
say
it
that?
into somebody
You know why I say
create
that?
life, you are not
Because
a God.
look,
Therefore, the
Bro,
term
Look at where he's at on me, bro.
Contact
You gotta adjust the
No
brother.
contact.
That's number one. Hold on, brother. Hold on,
Stop
brother.
Come
touching
back
me.
here, all right?
I don't care. Stop
I'm
touching
trying to
me.
explain to you.
Stop
All right?
touching me.
Listen,
You're
I
making it worse
listen,
than
I
it
know
is.
the angle. I know the
That's
angle
my
that
pops
you're
right
coming
there.
on.
You
Now,
know what I'm saying?
tell me
My whole
that.
point
Number
is,
one, the
my
angle
whole
that you're
point
coming
is,
on, God
you can
is
do
not
this
first.
freely here.
In no point, in no place.
You
can
no
show
other
me a
country you
woman
can do this.
creating
You
a
would be
child
beheaded
by
right
her
now.
own. You can't
Another
show
country.
me.
Thank you.
You can't do this in
The
another
No, you
country.
can't.
feminine
What
principles of
country?
the universe do
Europe,
not
you
dominate.
can't.
Europe.
I'm not
We have
talking
camps in
about
Europe,
that.
brother.
Europe.
I'm not talking
That's
about
a white
that.
man's
I'm talking
country.
about
So what are you talking
Thank
about?
you.
So what about Jamaica?
God
Jamaica.
before
You can do this in Jamaica.
Yes.
Okay.
There's Jamaican camps.
Hold on,
This-
everybody in order. Everybody in order.
Stop touching me.
We start with a P.
What is wrong with
Give it
you?
to me.
You're
You
making
know
it
what?
worse than it has to
Real
be.
quick, real quick.
I'm sick and tired of touching you. Look,
it's the term
you're right.
goddess.
I've been
Now,
to
the
I've been to
goddess
Bahamas.
before God.
They
Before
cook on the
everybody
street.
know
I love
what
it.
The
I
term
love it.
God was.
I love
it.
There was God.
But regardless
Oh,
what
man,
God
give
you
me the
believe
history. Give me
in,
a
no
number.
matter what
It's
God you
all
believe
a
in,
P.
God loves.
I gotta
Period.
I gotta
I don't
give
care
it
if
to
you're
you, but I can't
Buddhist.
think of
I don't
it.
care if you're Jesus. I don't care if you Allah. No matter what, He loves. No matter what. Okay?
But
Look,
when I tell
your
you-
grandmother.
My mom's white. She's gonna fucking die. The Lord's gonna.
Yeah, you don't want me to. Yeah, I'm gonna stop then.
On countless
You don't like
occasions,
that? I'ma
the
stop.
original text that
You
the
ready
Bible
now?
was written in.
And what was the original text, brother? What was?
Number one, that predates the Septuagint. I could go into the pottery where the law was written in.
What was the original text?
There was several different
Okay,
sects.
can I tell you? Can I tell you something?
No, listen.
Can I ask you? Can I ask you something?
Number one. It's not just one artifact that I can point you to. It's not just one artifact I can point you to.
Well, give me this.
Can I just ask you one question? I know I'm not
Give me this. This man right here is the
I know you
devil.
are. Can I just ask you a
This
question?
man right here is the devil. How can you figure that?
Because it's a lie.
Why?
The word devil means deceiver, deception, or lie.
That's
So
your
it's a
friends.
lie.
Your friends could be
That is a lie.
deceptive and
Okay,
deceiving.
I'm not saying that they not. I'm not saying that they not. They don't lie.
Why don't you break it down on Caesar, bro?
Of course, I've looked at myself in the mirror.
So you don't see the same person that you see right here as the devil?
Yes.
Hell no.
Man, you got a beard just like him. You got a beard just like him. So how you say the devil?
It's not in that context. It's not in that context.
It's the image.
It's not.
It's the image. It's the image. It's the image.
Was a pedophile committing incest with his own sister and his mother. I definitely don't see none of that in me. Hands down, I don't see none of that.
So you condemn. You judge.
Oh, I do all of that. I do all of that. The Bible says
That's what
he
God does, huh?
Yeah, the Bible
That's
says
what the
he
devil
that is
does, huh?
spiritual does all things. The devil doesn't judge nobody. The devil tells everybody to live freely and do whatever the hell they want because the devil wants you to live wickedly. That's what the devil do, right? So what's up? You in the Kemetic science? I see you have this a medallion on. You in the Kemetic science?
You know who this is?
That's Anubis, right?
Who is it?
That's Anubis.
No. Name his name.
I don't know.
You don't know the name?
What's the name?
Come on, bro.
What's the name?
Come on, man. This is Egyptian. This is your culture.
Yeah,
This is
that's
African culture. This is African culture.
That's not my culture.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. African culture right here.
Listen, who would it be?
Come on, man. This is Horus, the sun god.
Prove to me that.
ISIS.
Prove to me that. Prove to me you from Kemet.
No, but wait, prove it. Prove it.
Prove to me you from Kemet.
You got it, bro.
The Kemetic science is
Look at the
imperfect.
man in the
The
mirror.
Kemetic science is imperfect, and it's a joke. The Kemetic science is a joke, my
Whoa.
brother. Okay, and it's got niggas out here acting crazy, man. Okay, Kemetic science is a joke.
I got a scripture, man.
Representing on Mount Hood.
This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 19. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, if thou return, then will I bring thee again. If thou stand before me, if thou take forth the precious from the vial, thou shalt be as my mouth. Let them return unto thee, be not, but return not thou unto them. Yes, so we do judge, man. We cast forth judgments, all right? Do we execute the judgments? No, that's what we wait on the Lord for.
Then he said, do the devil judge? No, the devil does not judge. The devil goes and tells everybody, no, everything is okay. Just don't judge nobody. Just do whatever you want.